Okay, folks, I think we'll make a start there again. So thank you all very much for joining us this afternoon. So my name is Michael Costello. I'm the Deputy Librarian here in the Bishopstown campus. So basically today what I'd like to do anyway, is just introduce you to one of our new databases that is actually launching again this week as part of Tutor Week. And it's entitled Project MUSE. And hopefully you'll find this database of some value during your research and studies again this term. So just to give you a little introduction to new MTU library databases that have recently launched. So just bear with me one second there, folks. We have somebody else just joining in. Okay, so basically we've actually launched 10 new library databases in 2023. So basically that actually increases access to over 10,000 plus prestige journals and even more publishing opportunities for researchers. And I'd also just like to thank Louise there and her team for funding this initiative, since these new databases over the last year have actually been funded through the Tutor program. So the new databases again that have actually been introduced are the Cambridge University Press, Irish Newspaper Archives, JSTOR, Oxford University Press, Sage Premier, Sage Research Methods, Science Online, Social Science Premium Collection, Taylor and Francis, Wiley Online Library. So again, that's actually quite an addition to our already pretty impressive collection. And this year, or I beg your pardon, this week again, what we're actually doing is we're launching 3 new additional databases, and those are Project MUSE, Springer Compact, and Springer 2024 Computer Science eBooks. So the thing is, again, this is the first of 3 sessions that library staff will be offering this week. So again, what you can actually do is, if you haven't actually registered for the other databases, again, there's a registration page available on the library homepage, and you'll already have received access to that. It's currently on social media, and you would have probably received it as well through email. So if you do have any other questions that you want to ask any of the staff in any of our campuses, or indeed if you want to access the resources themselves, you can actually go to the library homepage on library.cat.ie or the Tralee homepage, library.ittralee.ie. So what is Project MUSE? So Project MUSE was launched in 1995 by the Johns Hopkins University Press. And basically it offers full text of JHUP scholarly journals through the web. Project MUSE is currently a leading platform for scholarly journals and ebooks in the arts, humanities, and indeed the social sciences. So from that point of view, it's going to be a fantastic addition to our already kind of impressive collection of databases. So Project MUSE, essentially it covers topics like architecture, art, drama, economics, education, English, film studies, history of art, humanities, literary studies, music, gender studies, politics, and many more. So Project MUSE itself, it's actually, it originates from a kind of a Project MUSE, I suppose. Essentially, they're a non-profit, mission-driven organization. They promote creation and dissemination of essential humanities and social science resources through collaboration with libraries, publishers, and indeed scholars throughout the world. So Project MUSE is a trusted part of the academic and scholarly community. And as a result, you'll actually see it featured prominently in a number of academic institutions as part of their library collections. So through Project MUSE, MTU students and staff can now access over 700 scholarly journals from over 100 publishers on a huge array of subjects. Project MUSE also provides the MTU community with access to over 5,500 ebook titles from a wide range of suppliers covering various subject areas. So again, this is just an image there, just kind of showing kind of just a sample again of the various subjects again that are actually covered through Project MUSE. So again, politics, music, Asian studies, economics, classics, cultural literature, film, theatre, religion. Again, it's a fairly impressive collection of topics again that are covered through Project MUSE. So just some background information on the types of content that you can expect to find within Project MUSE. So obviously you're going to find high quality peer-reviewed content again. So again, when we actually use the term peer-reviewed, it's content that's primarily written by scholars or subject experts within a particular given area. So it's content written by the most prestigious authors and scholars in their respective fields. So once content goes online in Muse, it stays online permanently. And again, that's a fantastic feature, again, of the Project MUSE database. Again, there are no embargoes on content, and you also have unlimited printing and downloading rights within the Project MUSE content. Again, bearing in mind the various copyright regulations, again, that apply to all of our various databases. Again, Project MUSE, again, the application itself and the interface, it's completely mobile friendly. So no matter what type of device you're accessing Project MUSE from, the interface will automatically adapt to the device that you're actually using at that particular time. And another fantastic aspect, again, of Project MUSE is, again, not only do you have access to current editions of journals, you also have access to back content, again, and previous versions of editions of journal titles. So again, what you will actually find again in Project MUSE is that you will actually see quite clearly that the database itself, it does actually have, the suppliers do actually have a huge commitment to open access. So Project MUSE, it also offers access to open access books, journals, and digital humanities works from several distinguished university presses, including scholarly societies and independent not-for-profit academic publishers. And so through MUSE's open access hosting program, this online resource offers publishers a platform for their open access content, which ensures visibility, discoverability, and indeed wide dissemination. All open access content on MUSE is from trusted publishers with rigorous editorial guidelines. So again, that's very, very important. You're not going to find just any old type of content. Again, it's the content with this particular scholarly and proven track record, again, within the database. Each open access title undergoes a rigorous selection and quality certification process that allows readers and users of this collection to trust the veracity of included content. Again, that's very, very important. You can always basically rely on content, again, that you will find within this particular database. So Project MUSE, again, the thing is, it actually kind of markets itself as well as a kind of being a primary kind of a tool for those that are actually involved in teaching. And so from that point of view, lecturers can actually browse thousands of eBooks, journals and articles, subscription-based and open access titles to find resources to support classroom reading lists and indeed assignments. So then the idea then is that from there, then what you can actually do is, if you decide to do that, you can share journal articles with your students, save citations and export citations. Again, by all means, you're actually free to kind of add that to the Canvas LMS if you wanted to do that, and thereby just encourage usage and promote certain reading material if you want to do that from Project MUSE. Again, what you can do as well is you can seamlessly transfer MUSE titles into EndNote or RefWorks if you're already familiar with those particular referencing packages. You can also use Project MUSE to further develop course content. And again, the thing is, Project MUSE, it's primarily kind of aimed again at lecturing staff and academics indeed as well. So if you actually want to access Project MUSE on the MTU Cork Campus website, you can access that from our A to Z listing of e-journals database. So the thing is, again, what you can actually do is you can scroll, once you actually reach into our A to Z listing of e-journals databases, it simply is a question of scrolling through the A to Z list until you come to the Project MUSE heading. Similarly, on the Kerry campus, again, what you'll need to do again is basically you can locate the Project MUSE by scrolling through, again, the A to Z listing of e-journals on the MTU Kerry Campus Library website, pretty much similar to what you will actually do on the Cork Campus website. So the next thing what I want to do at this point is I just want to show you how to access the Project MUSE interface. So once you've actually entered your MTU login details, these are the same credentials that you use to access your MTU email account. You will be brought to the initial Project MUSE landing page, which you're now looking at. And this page features a browse option, a basic search option, and a useful information section for users, including journals information and benefits of a MUSE account and more. So on the next page, what we want to do is just show you how to kind of carry out a basic search of the interface itself. So to carry out a basic search within Muse, you start off by entering your search terms in the search box. So in this case, let's search for the term Roman art. In this case, we want to search for the exact term Roman art. So you can do this by inserting inverted commas before and after the words Roman and art. Once you've done this, press the search button. In this case, Muse finds 507 results. The results consist of books, articles, and reviews on that particular topic. So at this point, let's just say that we want to restrict found items to books only. You can do this by placing a tick next to the book option. The Muse database now shows only 48 books related to Roman art. Scroll through all titles until you find a book of particular interest. So in this case, let's view a book called Botticelli, Past and Present. And let's click on this particular item. So you can click on the book cover to view the cover in more detail. And you can also quickly scan through the chapters of the book. At this point, you can click on any chapter to view that chapter of that particular book. And here now we're actually looking at the full text of that particular chapter. So in the next section, what I want to do is just show you how to carry out a more advanced search. So Project Muse also enables users to carry out a more advanced search. So using this option, which allows users to further refine the results found. So to initiate an advanced search, open the menu option to the right-hand side of the screen and choose the advanced search option from the drop-down list. From here, we want to carry out a specific search for religion, iconography, and Rome. Enter these words into the various search boxes to the left-hand side of the screen. Again, what we can do is we can specify the exact type of material that we want to view. In this case, let's specify that we want to view only articles. The system identifies 1,156 results. So scroll through this list until you find an article of interest. And then it's simply a question again of hitting on that particular title to pull up the full text again of that article. Okay, so in the next page, what we want to do again is we want to carry out even a more refined search. And we're going to do that by using Boolean operators. So using the advanced search option, you can also create an even more structured and refined search. This can be done by using the Boolean operators and, or not. In this case, let's search for Roman and art, but let's also find articles that refer to architecture by using the or operator. We're also going to specify that the terms Roman and art appear in the title of items found. The word architecture will also be found, but that will be found somewhere within the body of the document itself. The Muse database should at this point identify 11 titles. Again, choose any title that interests you. Okay, so what we can actually do at this point is we can even further refine our search. So in this example, we're carrying out a search for Rome, politics, religion, and art. And we want to restrict our search to journals only. We have a number of ways to further refine our search using the various options on the column to the left-hand side. For example, we can restrict by publisher, name, journal article, or even the author name. In this case, we want to look at the articles that all fall under the category of history. The system identifies 251 historically related titles. You can once again scroll through the list of titles until you identify a suitable title. So in the next example, what I want to do is just show you how to search for a specific title or an author. So again, using the advanced search option, you can search for titles written by a specific author. In the search box to the left-hand side of the screen, enter the title of the term that you require and choose the title option. In this case, we're going to look for a book called Clash: Punk's Influence on Contemporary Art. At this point, we can also enter the author's name in a separate search box. That's if we actually know the author's surname. Then click on the search button, and the Muse database now, in this case, should actually pull up that specific title. So click again on the title to view the full text of that title. So accompanying illustrations and indeed the full text can be viewed from within here. Okay, so once we've actually discovered now how to actually find articles and how to search for articles, the next thing that we want to do is just show you how to either print or email titles of interest to yourself or indeed to a colleague. So Project Muse also enables users to print or email titles. To do this, click on the title and then go to the share option on the right-hand side of the screen. From here, you can access the email or print options. To proceed, click on your preferred option and enter the relevant details. So as you can see, that's actually very, very straightforward and easy to actually do. So the next kind of a useful feature again within the Project Muse database is the option to set up personalized personal login details again for my Muse. So Project Muse allows users to set up a personalized My Muse account. To do this, click on the login details on the initial Project Muse launch page. Then select the sign up option from below. Then enter your username of choice and create an accompanying password. Remember again that you don't necessarily have to use your MTU login details to set up a unique Muse password and account. Once you've actually entered the details that you require, then click on the Create Account button. Having done this, now click on the Login option. So now that you've actually logged into your personal Muse account, you can access the menu option to view your My Muse account settings. From here, you can view your search history, view items saved to your personal Muse library, or even view and edit alerts that you've previously created. So the next thing that we want to look at this point is we want to just show you briefly again how to add a title to your Muse library. So again, this is actually very, very straightforward to do. So to save a title to your Muse library, simply click on the Save option under the title of any article or book that you're viewing. The Save option is to Saved to My Muse library. Then click on the My Muse library option. The book you added should now be available to view at any stage from here. The date that the title was added will also be displayed. So in this case, Monday, February the 12th, 2024. You can delete titles from this list at any stage by ticking the box next to the title and then selecting the Delete Selected option on the left-hand side of the screen. So at this point, I'm just going to show you how to view your saved or your search history. Again, this is actually quite a useful feature during term if you just want to go back and see at any point what titles you actually found on a particular date previously. To do this, go to the menu option on the right-hand side of the screen and choose the Search History option. The system at this point highlights all previous searches carried out and again provides the dates that these searches were carried out. Again, by clicking on any of these searches, you can instantly rerun searches that you previously carried out and pull up the full list of results found at that time. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you, we're almost there at this stage. I just want to show you as well how to set up an alert within Muse. Again, this is quite a useful feature, and a lot of our students and postgraduate students would actually find this feature particularly useful in many of our other databases as well. But Project MUSE also offers the option again to set up alerts within the database. So to set up an alert within Muse, go to the menu option and choose My Muse Alerts. From here, you can set up a number of different types of alerts, including new titles, journal alerts, discipline alerts, publisher alerts, and many others. So in this case, let's add an alert for a specific journal. Under the Journal Title tab, hit the Add New Journal option. Project MUSE now displays a full list of journals available within the database. In this case, we want to set up an alert for the journal title Discourse. Either select the title from the entire journal listing or type in the name of the journal. We can now choose how often we want to be notified when the new edition of the journal appears, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly. In this case, we've chosen to add the monthly option again to this alert. The Project MUSE database will now instantly notify you when a new edition of that journal appears within the Project MUSE database. Okay, folks, so the thing is I've probably taken up enough of your time there again today. So the thing is what I will be doing again is I'll be sending on a recording again to everyone after this particular session. And at any stage, if you do have questions in relation to Project MUSE, by all means, again, link in with staff on your local campus library, or again, you can email us if you want to do that at library.info@mtu.ie, or you can email staff on the Kerry Library at kerrylibrary@mtu.ie. So thank you all very much again for your time today. and for your input as far as the survey was concerned again. And by all means, if you do have any follow-up questions again, by all means, just reach out to us. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. So again, thanks to everyone for attending.